Hey, Quorum Deo family. Well, next Sunday is Palm Sunday, and then it's Easter week, Holy Week, the week after. And so I want to help you sort of have the right mindset as we head into Easter Sunday. As I think about Easter as a pastor, as a preacher, I'm also thinking about two things. One, it's like the Christian Super Bowl. I'm sorry for the bad analogy. It's much better than the Super Bowl. But the idea is like, it's the one Sunday where Christians really feel the joy of like, man, let's celebrate. Let's sing all the best songs about the resurrection. Let's really come alive with worship to Jesus. Not that we don't every Sunday, but Easter is like the high point of the Christian year. And so for those of us who worship Christ, it's a day that we really want to sort of celebrate and enjoy worship. It's also the day when our attendance will be highest of any day of the year. Lots of people who maybe are nominally Christian or just know that, man, this is a day when showing up at church is a fun or good thing to do, will show up. And so lots of non-Christians will be present, lots of family members will often be present. And so it's also a day that I, as a pastor, want to do a good job proclaiming the gospel of Jesus to people who don't already believe it and talking about, what has Jesus done for us? What would it mean to put my faith in him? And so I want you as a part of Quorum Deo Church to think about the two poles of that. One, how do you come ready to just enjoy celebrating and singing and worshiping? But second, how do you make sure that our posture on Easter Sunday is very hospitable and welcoming to outsiders, to those who might not identify as Christians or might not be part of our church family? We just really want to use this opportunity to engage our neighbors and friends well. And so I want to let you know, hey, think about over the next couple of weeks, is there somebody you should invite to join us on Easter Sunday? Is there a neighbor? Is there a friend? Is there somebody you work with? That this might just be a Sunday when you should say, hey, you should come to church with me today. I can't tell you how many stories there are in Quorum Deo of that's where someone began their journey to coming to faith in Jesus, was just showing up at church with a Christian friend just because they got invited and they were curious about God or about Christ or about the resurrection. All of that. So I want you to take the opportunity to use this as a chance to invite someone to join us for Easter Sunday worship. Now, you might have seen there's already a banner outside the church building that'll stay out there for the next few weeks. It has the service times on it so that we can let the neighborhood know, hey, here's when we're gathering for Easter. And as you'll see in the weekly update, 3 services. You know the drill. You're gonna, figure out which one of those you're going to come to and where you might be serving that morning and all of that. But let's really look forward to that morning as a chance to invite our neighbors. I also want to remind you there's a Good Friday service and a Holy Saturday baptism. It's really exciting. I'm going to baptize a bunch of people on Holy Saturday. It's one of my favorite things we do, just the chance to gather on Saturday evening and welcome people into the Christian faith. So we get to do that as well. Again, the weekly update email has all the details, but let's be praying and preparing as a church family to celebrate Easter with a sense of joy and with a sense of gracious hospitality to our city. I'm looking forward to that weekend, and I'll see you next week for another weekly update.